You have a Nigerian father, straight from Nigeria, and then you have a Caucasian white mother, and you just mentioned like the energies that came from both of them were completely different. Like, what was it like maneuvering that once that split happened, and just as far as like you finding identity in yourself, like, do you feel like that was impacted because of that?
Man, that's a deep ass question, man. So like, well, first, like, my mom is amazing. So is my dad. But my mom was, at the time especially, holy shit, was just so much young in heart and in spirit and in mind. And my dad was so serious and focused. You know what I'm saying? And so just those alone, besides culture, were really big entities in what has come about. But my mom's environment was like wildin', cause like on one side she's got like the redneck kind of trailer park family members and energy there. Then there's like the small rural farmer vibes there, and then there's like the west side, rich people shit there too. But then my mom was like a token white chick though too. So like she would be like in the hood, you know what I'm saying? And like there were some niggas that she would date, bro. And like I would go, and that's like when she dated, there was like 3 dudes that she had dated that really shaped like my identity as like a black child at the time. Cause like it went, when they got divorced, before they were divorced, it was like Africa and all this shit, because my dad was so involved and stuff, and I would see my cousins and all that. We divorced, we went to trailer shit, you know what I'm saying, and the farm shit, and then we moved back to Omaha when she started dating this construction worker from Omaha, and he was a Crip, and nigga, like, this was like, I was like 7 years old when they started dating, and that's when I like experienced North Omaha, and like, all that came with it. And I know I've been going on tangents this whole time, but I'm gonna keep going on this one. And so met there, and Omaha, North Omaha, and then like started getting older. We went to like different places in Omaha and stuff like that. And I guess my mom's environment really was just so diverse, but American diverse. My dad was just so traditional. And so the identity, I definitely had a lot of identity struggles, growing up, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like in general, humans are always coming to with their identity in certain ways, but racially and culturally, I had so many different like, whoa, what the fuck is going on, to where it became apparent that I was code switching in different areas. I would have to act different, speak different, be different, and it became a point where I was too white for the blacks, too black for the whites, and too American for the Africans. You know what I'm saying? And then too, like, it was just weird. And man, I guess through all that, man, like I started to find that impure people are impure, man, and like, but you could find great energies and great people and develop together as human beings trying to find themselves in general. And so mine just happened to, everyone has those battles, I feel like, of finding self and finding family and stuff like that. It's just mine happened to be very diverse, man, extremely, and a lot of cultures there were included in just different types of poverty levels and different type of statuses in there. And so I'm really honored, though. I'm really honored with it, and it's really helped me just open my eyes, and it's honestly made me crave further diversity and further. That's why I feel like I've traveled and done what I've done, is because it's just like it's what I'm used to, you know, changing houses and stuff like that, and being this kind of like nomadic entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of always been, I've always had to be like a shuffling, flipping this and doing whatever I got to do to make ends meet. And so now I'm doing that on a professional, more commercial and healthy level and stuff, you know. And so, yeah, I know that's not what you asked.
Yes,
but
it is.
It is? Okay.
Yes, that's exactly
Respect.
That's exactly what I asked.
This conversation is you bringing up so many, like, it's the depths of these questions are so big that it's just, I'm just making sure I'm...
You good, bro.
Okay, cool.
And also, too, man, I don't want you to feel like you expressing what you need to express is a tangent.
Right.
Because it's not a tangent. That's what's real to you, bro. Right. And being able to say that in its entirety and in its fullness, like that's what it's about. Don't feel like you got to be briefing.
Right.
Like, not at all, man.
Right.
Like this is your canvas. This is your picture. I'm just helping you paint it.
Dude,
That's it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. To kind of piggyback off of something you said, you know, being too white for the blacks, being too black for the whites, being too American for the Africans. During that time, man, like as you're realizing that, because you're probably like getting closer to your teenage years when you start to really see that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like mentally? Like, just like I don't fit in anywhere. Like, how did you process that at that time? How did you deal with that? Like, what emotions were experienced during that?
Yeah, man, that's a good one. Yo, I was a fucking class clown. I think acting out was the way that I would express with that, through like begging for attention almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being a class clown. I mean, you done envisioned it, you done seen it. And it wasn't until like I really started clicking up with you and other people where I would start chilling out. You know what I'm saying? I never really did feel like I had like a friend group growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was always like, if you will, cool, but never apart. You know what I'm saying? And so that was like a thing, you know what I'm saying? But like Central changed that, you know what I'm saying? I definitely had like a rough start at Central. But I feel like once I found like just my solid homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there were some from middle school and grade school we stayed homies throughout. And those are like developing friendships. But I feel like the way that I would express, you know, me not fitting in though was just like acting out and just being childish and shit. To the bank, I'm finna go to the bank. To my job, I park it outside.